This video is sponsored by Niche Toolbox. Hi everyone, welcome back to video number 4 in this 6-part video series, and it's getting quite exciting now because we're going to actually start running some paid ads to some of the posts on our Facebook page to see what traffic we can send over to the website. So there's kind of 2 strings to this bow. We want to, number 1, grow the Facebook page, so we'll run some like campaigns to certain posts that are doing well, and we'll also then create some ad campaigns that are designed to send traffic to the website. So there's kind of 2 ad campaigns that we're going to be running today. Now I'm going to show you exactly how to set up these campaigns, some pitfalls to avoid so you don't waste your money, and we'll also have a look at the numbers now so we can track it in next week's video and see what results we actually got. So remember, at the end of video 6, we're going to give away the laughingpost.com, we're going to give away the Facebook page attached to that website, and you'll also get a copy of Niche Toolbox, so you have everything you need to grow a social media style content Facebook page and website, and really start to make some money from online content creation. So remember, to have a chance of winning this, you need to make sure you are subscribed to the newsletter. I'll leave a link in the description. You need to like and comment on every video as well. Now, if you can't wait to see if you win Niche Toolbox, so you want to grab yourself a copy of it right now, again, there's a link in the description and I will leave a discount coupon. If you want to get started right away, maybe you already have a Facebook page and you want to get started, then I'll leave a link to Niche Toolbox in the description. But for now, let's get on the computer now, let's create some ads, some paid campaigns, and see what traffic we can actually generate. Let's get on the computer right now.
So let's get started. So first of all, there is a little tactic that Facebook always uses, and number 1, that is this little button here that says boost post. Now first of all, tip number 1, never set up any ad campaigns or click any buttons for paid advertising on your mobile phone. You will be charged an extra service charge and it makes them super expensive, something like 4 times as much. So always run your ads from your desktop. So you can see here, these boost post buttons are a way of Facebook kind of quickly grabbing some money from you. You have very little customization with the boost post buttons. Now, a lot of people hate these, but I've actually seen some reasonable success. In fact, some of the lowest ad spends, that is how much it costs to put your post in front of an audience. I've had that some of the lowest numbers by using this boost post button. Now, the only problem with that is, like I say, you have very limited functionality by using this button. You're basically using this button to its fullest when you have maybe a service or a product or a company. You want to get fresh eyes on that post. Maybe you're selling something, then that's a great way to get fresh eyes for very cheap money. But it's not really designed to get likes and follows on your Facebook page, and it's also not really designed to send traffic away from Facebook to your website. It's designed to just give this post here just a boost, an instant boost in views, get people to see that post. So I don't recommend doing this at first. You can do it. You will get some likes and you will get some followers from it, but it's not specifically designed to do that. So the second thing I also want to say to you is we will set up some ads in just a second, but there is another way of doing that. There's 2 ways of doing it. The first way of doing that is by going into your ad center and going to your Meta Business Suite. Now this is a really in-depth way of setting up all your ads, because you can really customize things in here. You can set different ad campaigns with different targets, and you can spread a budget. So you can, let's say, spend £10 but spread it over several ad campaigns and then narrow down which one's working. It's quite a complex process to do, and you do need to learn how to do that in detail, because you can waste a lot of money very, very quickly. I accidentally once set up an ad campaign and spent £500 in about 24 hours without even noticing, and it really didn't work at all. So I'm going to show you the quicker way of doing it, and all I do is I go to create ads, and then at the top we're going to change here the results that we want. So I'm going to change this from automatic. I'm going to change this first of all to this one. Let's get more page likes. So this ad campaign is designed to get more followers and more likes on the Facebook page. I cannot tell you the most important thing is the more followers and the more likes you get on your Facebook page, the more interaction you have, the more chance a content has of going viral. So you can see it adds a button that says like this page. But now we need to select the post, so it will automatically give you your home page. So we're going to select here, use a post. And then what I would do normally is I scroll down and I see which post is organically getting some views and some likes. So the first thing we need to do is see if there's anything that's actually getting some interaction, and then we can choose that one to run. Now this is obviously a very small Facebook page, so there's not that much interaction on here right now, so we've not got a lot of data. That's what this video is for, to start creating some pieces of content where we can start gathering all this data. So why don't we just go up to the top and use the first one. So this one is the one I created, I think yesterday, about how Romans used to build huge statues of their heroes. Now we're creating these silly little, ChatGPT dolls of ourselves. I mean, where has the country gone? We've gone from this heroic statues to, little TikTok silicone dolls. It's crazy. So this will get a lot of likes because people will find that quite funny. So I think this will be a good one to run. The second one here, Advantage and Creatives leverage Facebook's data to deliver different ad creation variations. So different ones of these. So it will create different ad variations for different platforms that it uses. You can just leave that on. The next one, leave that switched off. The next one is our audience. So we can just let Facebook decide on the audience by leaving this box ticked here. We could change a little bit more specific, so we can still send it out to the general audience, let Facebook send out to anybody, not really targeting anybody. And we could also then just say to Facebook, rein that in a little bit please, and just send that to just men or just women. I'm going to go for sending it to everyone, and I'm going to leave the age a little bit higher. So I'm going to leave the age around 25, and I'm going to bring it down from 64 down to around 55. So I always think that's quite a good age range, unless your ad is specifically targeting younger people, like 18-year-olds or teenagers, 19, 20, 21, then obviously you would have a lower age range. And let's say this is something about history and back in time, you might want an older audience, so you might ask Facebook to deliver it to an older audience. Okay, so next we need to do our locations, so we need to type in here. So I always go for Europe, because that as a region will cover everywhere in Europe, obviously. United States, so let's just do United States there. And again, you want the country. You see all these ones that have addresses and city? No, you want United States as a country. And maybe we'll do Canada as well. Canada, again, just use Canada as a country. There we go. So now we want to target our audience. Now this would be if it's specific. Let's say our post is about cars. We could, select an audience that loves cars. Maybe it's their job. Maybe it's what they use for transportation. Maybe they're in the car industry. But for this, we've set this on automatic, which means Facebook is actually going to choose our audience for us. So we've set this for men and women aged 25 to 55 in Europe, United States, and Canada. That is it. Click Save Audience. We now have that audience saved. Now, I will show you in just a second on another post how to do a more detailed target audience. But for now, that is set up. Now, if you select to run it by duration, let's say 5 days, you need to set how much you want to spend in 5 days. So if we say £2 per day, over 5 days, you can see in the top right corner, is £10 total spend. So make sure you don't get this wrong. This is not your total budget. This is a daily budget. So let's set that at £2 per day. Next, placements. This will send your ad across different platforms like Messenger, Instagram. Turn that off. I just want to target Facebook. Make sure the only box that's ticked here is Facebook. Pixels, we don't need to do any complicated tracking on these, not just yet. And then obviously you need to have your credit card attached to your account. And then hit publish. And then you'll get a notification if it's approved and your ad will start running. There we go. Your ad has been created. It is in review. £2 per day for 5 days, £10 spend. Now once that ad is activated and working, you can simply go to your ad center here and you can see the ad running, and it'll say running at the top. I think it says running or approved, but either way it'll start running and you'll start seeing some views, some reach and some likes. Now the key thing here, and this is the thing you need to do, every day, I would leave this running for 2 or 3 days, give it time to learn the process, who's liking the post, and then it will know who to send it to in the next few days. If after 2 or 3 days, go to view details, and you will be able to see then how much this is costing you per like. You can see here, this box here, that's the most important thing you need to check. If this now says something like 1p per like, or 2 pence, 3 pence, 4 pence, that's fine. I would go up to 5 or 6 pence per like for a new account. It's going to take a little bit of learning process. It's going to take a bit of time for your Facebook page to gather momentum. But yeah, no more than 5 or 6 pence. If you get an advert that's running and it's at 1 or 2 pence per like, you might want to increase that budget because you're onto a winner. I might then increase that to £5 a day. But start off with £2 a day per post and see how it goes. Reassess it after a couple of days. Now, don't forget, if you forget to check this and you let it run, you might have had a wasted, useless campaign that's cost you £2 a day and got very little traffic. So it will all depend on the post. It's crazy what takes off and what doesn't. It's very hard to gauge, but eventually as your audience grows, you will start to learn the process. Okay, so now to show you how to create an ad to send traffic over to a website. And I'm just on one of my other Facebook pages here just to show you an example. So this one here is a link click advert. So this is where I paid to have people see this post and hopefully click a link in it, or a link in the comments to send them over to the website. And you can see this one, I spent £19.98. It got 447 clicks through to the website and 7,000 people saw that. Again, another one here. This is another link click advert. So rather than page likes, this is link clicks. And again, it spent £3.84 out of a budget of £6. Sometimes it doesn't spend your entire budget. And we got 55 link clicks. Now, if we go over to the website, you can see there, genuinely, there's the link clicks. So you can see we got a total of 404 visits, average duration, almost a minute on that article. And you can see there, that is for the flexible hose that you just saw, which is that one there. So you can see that the actual bump in traffic does come through. People genuinely do land on your page, and I actually made some sales from that. Those adverts there, those paid traffic were to posts that was selling products. So I didn't mind spending £20 on that post when it made me, X amount of money in commissions from Amazon. Now, to run an ad for a post that is designed to send traffic to a website, it is literally no different to what we just set up. You would still go to create an ads. The only difference is we can add a button that will say learn more or watch more or read more. And when they click that button, it will send them over to the website. Now, often I don't like using those buttons. I don't like using those ads because Facebook knows that you're sending people away from your Facebook post and it doesn't promote it as well as it could do. So what I would do is I would find a post that we've created that has the link in the comment. So Facebook will think we are just promoting the post, but secretly we have the link in the comment, and hopefully lots of people will click that and head through to the website. And a good example of that is one down here. Here's one, and I just did a satirical post saying that the government are to close cafes with immediate effect. So this would get all cat lovers interested in reading this. And if you go to the comments, you can see that there's a link through to the actual blog post. So again, I am just going to create an ad for this and get people to see this post, and then secretly Facebook won't really notice, but we are sending them to the website via the comments. And again, all you would do, like I say, is go to create ads. you would select the top goal there. Now, again, you can send them to the website using that button there that says get more visitors to the website, or you can use this one here, get more visits. Again, stay away from page likes, but we want visits to the website. Click that, select the post, and it's exactly the same as we did before. Find the post that we want to promote. This one, click that. And the only difference is now, because we have chose the get more visits to the website, it's going to add this little banner here. You see the one that says apply now? And we can actually change that to something like learn more. And you can see the button there now says learn more, and that will click through to the website. You could also use this one that says watch more. There we go. And if you were selling a product, you could add one that says shop now. Now all you need to do then is drop the URL for the actual article there. So go to your website, find the post that you want to link to, grab that URL, and we'll drop that in there. There we go, that's in. Now the only difference with this is I would possibly target my audience for this one to cat lovers. So all I would do is create a target audience, and I'm going to put cat lovers. I'm going to choose women because I believe probably there's more women that will like this post than anything. Again, I've got United Kingdom, I've got United States. Maybe I would put Europe instead. Europe as a region. There we go. So we've got Europe and United States. And here is where you would target your audience. I would just put cat. There you go. People interested in cats. Maybe you might do pets. That might be a good one. Cat lovers, maybe. Cat lovers, maybe. No. Let's just put cats. See what comes up. So we've got cats, cat protection, cat musical, cat band, Thundercat, TV show. People interested in cats and dogs, the movie. No, I think it's just that one, just cats in general. There we go, save that audience. So we're now targeting women in America and Europe who like cats. And then again, set your budget here. And as simple as that. Turn the tracking off. Make sure it's Facebook only. There we go. Set your daily budget. Let's say £2. There you go. Run continuously, £2 on Facebook only. This advert here with a watch more. I'm actually going to change that. I'm going to learn more on that one. And that's it. Click publish, and we have now an advert designed to send people to the website. That is via this click more button. If you don't want to use that click more button, if you want to do that secretive tactic by tricking Facebook into thinking it is just a post rather than a link to a website, just run it exactly like we did with the image. That's all you would do. You would just go to here and you would just go to page likes. That's all you would do. And you can see there's no link to the website, but they will like the post, and hopefully they will notice in the comments that there is a link through to the article in the comments, and that is going to get Facebook to push it out and promote it more because it doesn't think you want to send people away from Facebook, which it doesn't like. So there you go. So we've now got a campaign set up for likes on a post. We've now got campaigns set up for generating links through to the website. And over next week, we can see which one performs best and possibly double down on the one that's winning. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll set a couple more ad campaigns up. So in next week's video, we'll be able to see some results. Let me also just show you an example of how quickly this can work and how much traffic you can get. Okay, so here is an image from a post that I created using Canva, and this was sent to a very specific audience, so like a political audience. And you can see this was posted about 3 or 4 days ago, and it's had 5,200 likes, 490 comments, and 1,700 shares. Now imagine if there was an article attached to this. We would have got hundreds, if not a few thousand people over to our website. This was designed to just get page likes. You can see there, 5,200 likes. But, you know, it could have also been used, and I could also create another one now similar to this to send traffic over to a website. So the potential for huge amounts of traffic in such a short period of time is incredible using Facebook, paid campaigns, and just a Facebook page. This, by the way, was not a paid campaign. This is an organic post. This was one image. It took me 2 minutes to create, dropped into a Facebook page with 10,000 followers, and that's the success we had. 1,700 shares. So you can see it is possible even without running ads. But to grow your Facebook page in the beginning, you do need to run paid ads to campaigns. You need to get those page likes up. Certainly try growing your Facebook page to at least 10 or 30,000, 10, 20, 30, 40,000 likes. That's what you want to be getting your Facebook page to. And it will depend on the niche, how quickly you do that. On average, you might have to spend a few $100s over a couple of month period to start it growing, but it is certainly worth the investment in the end. So that's it for today's video. Remember to win this Facebook page and the website and a copy of Niche Toolbox. You need to be subscribed to my newsletter. The link is in the description. That is how I'm going to pick the winner via email, via your newsletter. So thanks for joining me. Big thank you to Niche Toolbox for sponsoring today's video. Next week's video will be out on Saturday instead of Friday. Saturday the 20th, because I want to give these ads time to grow. So I'm going to give it an extra day or two to actually get some results, and then we'll head over to the website and we'll see what results we got from the ad campaigns you've just seen me create. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in video number 5.